Hello, preschool. One last Mother's Day story. A Mother for Choco by Kyoko Kaza. Choco was a little bird who lived all alone. He wished he had a mother, but who could his mother be? One day, he set off to find her. Little Choco's so cute. First, Choco met Mrs. Giraffe. "Oh, Mrs. Giraffe," he cried, "you are yellow, just like me. Are you my mother?" "I'm sorry," sighed Mrs. Giraffe, "but I don't have wings like you do." No, she sure doesn't. Next, Choco met Mrs. Penguin. "Oh, Mrs. Penguin," he cried, "you have wings just like me. Are you my mother?" "I'm sorry," sighed Mrs. Penguin, "but I don't have big round cheeks like you." Aww. Look at Mrs. Penguin. She does look really sorry to say no. Look how hopeful Choco looks. Then Choco met Mrs. Walrus. "Oh, Mrs. Walrus," he cried, "you have big round cheeks, just like me. Are you my mother?" "Now look," grumped Mrs. Walrus, "I don't have striped feet like you, so don't bother me." Oh dear. She sure is grumpy. No matter where Choco searched, he couldn't find a mother who looked just like him. Look at Choco. He looks so disappointed. Look at the animals watching him. There's little Choco. When Choco saw Mrs. Bear picking apples, he knew she couldn't be his mother. Mrs. Bear didn't look like him at all. There's Mrs. Bear. She's picking some apples. There's Choco peeking behind the tree. Choco was so sad. He started to cry. "Mommy, Mommy, I need a mommy." Mrs. Bear came running to see what was the matter. As she listened to Choco's story, she sighed. "Oh dear, if you had a mommy, what would she do?" There comes Mrs. Bear. There's Choco crying. Aww. "Oh, I'm sure she would hold me," sobbed Choco. "Like this?" asked Mrs. Bear, and she held Choco very tight. Aww. He already looks comforted. "Yes, and I'm sure she would kiss me too," said Choco. "Like this?" asked Mrs. Bear, and she lifted Choco and gave him a big kiss. Aww. Right on the cheeky. Too cute. "Yes, and I'm sure she would sing and dance with me to cheer me up," said Choco. "Like this?" asked Mrs. Bear, and they sang and danced together. Oh. When they stopped to rest, Mrs. Bear turned to Choco and said, "Choco, maybe I could be your mother." "You?" Choco cried. "Oh, wow. Look at that. But you aren't yellow, and you don't have wings or big cheeks or striped feet like me." "My goodness," said Mrs. Bear, "that would make me look very funny." Choco thought it was funny too. Look at, is this what Mrs. Bear would look like if she had all those characteristics that Choco was describing? "Well," said Mrs. Bear, "my other children are waiting for me at home. Why don't you join us for apple pie, Choco?" Apple pie sounded wonderful to Choco, so off they went. When they arrived, Mrs. Bear's other children rushed out to greet her. "Choco," said Mrs. Bear. "Meet Hippy, Allie, and Piggy. I'm their mother, too." Hippy, Allie, Piggy. The sweet smell of apple pie and the sound of laughter soon filled Mrs. Bear's home. Look how happy everyone looks. There's the pie. After their delicious treat, Mrs. Bear gave all her children a big, warm bear hug, and Choco was very happy that his new mommy looked just the way she did. Oh, look at that. Isn't that a nice book? What do you think? Do you have to look like somebody in your family in order for them to be your family? Nope. Families come in all different shapes and sizes and looks and formulas. There's so many different types of family. The only thing that matters is love. Love is what makes a mommy. Just what like Choco found out. I hope you like that story. Happy Mother's Day.